Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I live and work in central Scotland. Today I am filming my video for my team hop, Team JazzleDazzle. We have a video hop and it is the theme for August. It's the August one, August 2022. Our theme for August is Fancy Fold, set by one of my team members, LaDonya. Thank you, LaDonya, because fancy fold's not something I do very often. I don't know why, maybe I'm just a bit lazy. Requires a bit more thought than just folding a bit of card in half. I don't know. It's just something I don't do an awful lot. So anyway, one of the fancy folds that I quite like is a bridge fold card. And I find that a bridge fold card is particularly suitable for doing scene cards. And I was desperate to play with the Gnome Designer Series paper. I just thought it was so sweet, so I've done a whole lot of fussy cutting. I know fussy cutting isn't your sort of thing. You can still do the same sort of thing using the Kindest Gnome stamp set, so you could stamp these and colour them in yourself. And of course I won't be able to find the gnome dies, will it? I do have the bundle and you will see it featuring soon. Jill dies, where are you? Gnome dies, Hollyberry dies. They were here a minute ago. They've disappeared. I had them here to show you every time. Oh, here they are. See, I knew I had them to show you. So the gnome dies look fab. I've opened them. I haven't used them. I'm just give you a quick look. So there's dies to cut out all the stamped images, but there's also standalone dies so that you could build your own gnome and toadstools, and I think that's part of a gnome. I'm not entirely sure. Haven't cut them all out to have a look, but you know, and a grass one as well. So again, you know, these will be great for. And here's a cool thing as well. There's just a little hole die there, so you could make these into gift tags. Yeah, just saying. So lots there to think about. And also the stamp set with 5 gorgeous dies, 4 gnomes, a gnome house, a toadstool house, oh, it's a gnome house, isn't it? And 4 great sentiments. So that's a fabulous bundle, but I decided today I wanted to play with the Designer Series paper that kind of goes with it. However, I've also used some other Designer Series paper, so you can see I've been chopping bits out of this. This is the Storybook Gnomes DSP, it's called. Well, let's just put these bits back. So I've used lots of bits of paper from here. And oh, there's a practice blank card that went wrong. And this paper, which is Friends Celebration, so when this video first comes out, I think, is it 21st of August, you should be watching this for the first time. And if that's the case, unless you watch it an awful lot later, until the end of August 2022, you can actually earn this for free. This Designer Series paper is actually brilliant. There's just loads in it. We've got this I'm using this particular trees. I've used this in some cards for sort of Christmas cards. These apparently cut out with the dies that come in the bundle. Then you've got all these little toadstools and the gnome bundle. No, not the gnome bundle. Oh gosh, the bundle that goes with this paper. What's it called? Ringed with Nature. Gosh, yeah. And then you've got all these lovely wee autumny, I think. They make me think of autumn anyway, leaves and toadstools and berries. And this beautiful medallion. All these houses. Aren't they superb? I can see a lot of welcome to your new home cards. And the background is fab too, isn't it? It's like water and salt. And these gorgeous little blue tits, I'm using some of them in my card. And then you've got these gorgeous acorns. And then this pretty print with the sort of plaid pattern on the back. So that is a great all-round designer series paper, and you can have it free. So anyway, let's make a card. So I've cut out all my bits. I've got my measurements written down here in front of me. I'm going to pop them up here. You may wish to take a screenshot because I'm not sure I'll get time to blog this. This is just in centimetres, obviously. You can change to inches. What I would suggest is there are other videos on YouTube where someone has made bridge cards in inches, and I may have previously done. I did this one in centimetres, so I make no apologies for it because I'm a centimetre girl, but I can equally work in inches. Yeah, so you can, if you've taken a screenshot, I'll take that out of my way. So the card base, I have already scored it, however, I'll just go over it. So it's 27 centimetres that way, 14.8 centimetres this way, and on the long side, so you can put that in your trimmer or your scoreboard, whichever, you score at 4 centimetres, 8.5 centimetres, 18.5 centimetres, and 23 centimetres. I need to fix this. See, this is when I do this and then I see my mistakes, so this is my opportunity to 23 centimetres. I had scored that out and changed it to 3 because I was getting mixed up with this bit. So that is the base card. So then the folds are going to go like this. Let's see if I got that one goes that way, and then this one folds back. It's slightly shorter. Then pop that out of the way. Fold and burnish. So it's kind of like a gatefold, but it's a big gap. The gap's not relevant because I'm going to... That's not straight though, is it? Ooh. Let's just have a look here. What have I done? That is a bigger gap than this, but I don't think it's going to spoil the card. I'm not going to spend too much time, but you can make sure. I probably just scored a bit, let it slip when it was being scored, but I'm not going to lose sleep over it. And this is the bridge part. On this occasion, it's going to go across the bottom. However, you could pop it across the top. So basically that's why it's called a bridge, because this piece bridges over and it stands then like that. So you can, I've seen them done top and bottom, but for this card I'm just going to put a bridge across the bottom. Now then that means that when the card's up, you would stand like that on your mantelpiece. Then you can fold it flat to put it in the post. Now it would require to be in an A5 envelope, UK size anyway. Okay, so that's the base card and the strip, and then we've got strips and backing bits and decorative pieces. So I have cut a piece with the mountains. This is from the gnome paper for the very back. Then I've cut, see there's bits everywhere. There I've cut the tree paper and I'm going to put them there, and also in here, because when that folds back it's slightly visible, so I just thought it would just be an extra touch. And then we have the beautiful, I think I'm calling them blue tits because that's what they look like to me. They're going on the narrow. So yeah, so if you took your screenshot, it'll tell you how many strips and what sizes they need to be. So basically I'm just going to glue this together. Basically just putting the GSP Designer Series paper. And look at that, isn't that pretty too? These papers are just fabulous. And I just love making a card from just bits that I've cut out of paper. It's just fun. So possibly no stamping in this card. If you want to put a sentiment on, you could stamp your sentiment. So potentially no stamping. And you see between the two packs of paper, the colours worked fairly well as well. So I was quite happy with a bit of mix and match. You know, it's all about use what you've got in your, I call it your arsenal, your stash. What you have available to you in your craft room. I do think that I have scored this card slightly squint. But I really am not going to stress about it. So I'm really glad you've come to join us today. If you go into my description box below, you will get the link to the other videos in the hop. I suspect it is just Ladonia this month. And when you're watching this, I won't be here. I will be on my way to New Orleans when this goes live. And I need to say thank you to all my customers and all my followers. Because of you, I qualified to go to Stampin' Up's business conference, and it's in New Orleans. It's from, I'm lost with what date, but I'm going for a week, and I am so grateful to you all. Everyone who supports me, whether it's by purchasing from me, by donating via PayPal, by sharing my videos, by, everything, thumbs up, comments, all that helps for my channel to be seen and for people to find me. So, and to purchase my classes and the products from my Stampin' Up online store. So I really do appreciate each and every one of you and your part in my journey, really. And mostly I have to thank my wonderful team. As well. Because without their progress, I wouldn't progress. So there is the crux of the card, and now I need to sort the bridge. And I can tell you, I'm really warm. I've switched my fan off so you'll actually hear what I'm saying. And I'm just having a horrible feeling. I'm wondering if this is still filming because I forgot to put power in, and it's filming the wrong way round. But I'll sort that when I'll actually sort that out when I edit it. Because I'm not stopping now. I didn't see that when I set up. No dear. Never mind, we'll sort it. Right, so here's the Designer Series paper piece that I cut for the bridge. Because I cut this mushroom toadstool obviously in a straight line, I thought it seemed a shame that I was chopping off the tops of these mushrooms. So I have, of course I've mixed them all up in here, but I have fussy cut a few bits of mushrooms out so that I could sort that out. I'm not sure if it was just 3 of them or what. Oh no, here's one as well. Right, whoops. So I'm just going to glue these on. So I'm just popping a bit of glue on the one. It's just so that it gives it a bit more dimension and it's not such a flat background. Which one's which? That one's going there, I think. I think that's what I had in mind. I just made it a more interesting bridge. And then the cap on this one, and it just looks a bit, I was going to say more realistic, but it couldn't be further from realistic if it tried. So there's my bridge. So what I need to do here is I need to put some glue at one end just now. You could use your double-sided tapes. The tearing tape probably is a stronger one. So what I need to do now is get this adhered. There. I'm putting it like that, flat, so that I know that I'm getting it a right angle there. And then we need some glue on here. I don't expect I'll probably post this, but you never know. But you would need, as I say, you would probably need an A5 envelope in the UK. You'll need to work that out wherever you are. So I'm just let that dry a little, just till that this glue is fabulous, but you just need to give it a minute or two to grab, what I call grab, and it's quite good because it does give you that little bit of wiggle room, but then after that you want. Now, I have no idea, I've just cut bits and pieces, so I've got 3 gnomes. So I think will find themselves along the front, but I'm not sure about, I cut the deer out, I'm really not sure whether they're going in here or not, and we've got some fox as well, I don't know. I really don't know. I wonder, we need some kind of gnome house anyway, so shall we pop, I think we'll use, shall we, no, I was going to say use dimensionals, but then it's going to make it a bit hard for the card to fold. So I'm just going to just put things on. You could spend hours thinking about composition, or you can just, these are so cute, it's not going to matter too much where they go. So I'm not even putting them straight, they're just, that's our gnome houses in the background. I'm just making sure they're stuck flat. Whoops, that's not working properly, is it? What have I done wrong here? Do you know what it'll be? It's because I have got this fold squint. There's something went wrong there. I don't think that'll come off easily, because I want it to be able to fold flat to go in an envelope, and it's clearly not going to do that. I was just about to show you the magic. I wonder if this will come off and I can just trim it. There. What I should have done was use the dental floss method of moving it. But if you want it to lie flat, you really need. So I'm going to Let's tear that off. Right, I'm going to put more glue on here. You're not going to see the accident mess that I made there. So let's just, because we want this to go in an envelope. And if we do it that way as well, then we know. And then I'll just trim that extra bit off in a moment. Make sure it's straight on the bottom. And then we'll just trim this extra bit off. I hope you can see it now. And as I say, that will fold flat now, either direction-ish. So, and I'm getting sticky everywhere now. That's not good. Not good at all. I cut out these two little birds, and I can't help but think they would sit nicely on the tops there. I don't know, and there's birds here. It's just, you know, just a bit of fun. I'm just going to pop some. I'm just realising I might have made an error there. No, I haven't. It's okay. This wee guy can just be on the front there. So I'm really just play and decorate your card up your way. There's no right or wrong at all here. Add a third. So this one could be at the back. And these two could be there. Yeah. So he could be at home. In front of the house. And then we'll pop these ones I'm just putting glue on the lower half of the body, then that way. But this is not going to stick to anything you don't want it to stick to. It maybe does need a wee bit glue there because it was going to curl. I don't think we really need this big deer. I'm going to leave that for another card. And I've got the two fox and the two birdies. So we can have a wee fox here in front of the toadstools. Come on. Why does my glue always do that sort of thing to me? Right, so this one's going on the rooftop for some reason of the toadstool. It's sitting watching what's going on. And this one is going down here to sleep among the toadstools. And then we'll pop the birds in, simply because they're here. And they'll just get moved from one place to the other on my desk. So let's just... So it's kind of like gnomes in the woods. That's far too much glue. That came out far too fast. Get a wee scrap to wipe that off on. You could have the bird sitting on the fox's head. Obviously you make your picture up. So I would be probably sending this to a child, I think. But maybe not. So I don't know how well you can see that. I am not going to put a sentiment on this at the moment. I'm going to keep this aside for a child's birthday. And at that point then I can add maybe their name if they've not got too long a name, and their age, and a happy birthday at that point. Because I think that's just a bit of fun, don't you? I hope you do like it. So thanks for watching anyway, and that is my fancy fold for Team Jazzle Dazzle video hop. Please go down into the description box below and get the link to the other videos in the hop. Please give us some positive comments and some thumbs ups, and if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and push the bell icon so that you get notified when I come on again. Thank you everybody. Bye bye.